What's up, you guys? In this video today, I'm going to be discussing Trae Young. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. The goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the summer, so let's get it together. Have a good day. Let's get into it. Last season for the Atlanta Hawks, Trae Young was asked to do a lot. So because of Trae Young being really one of the main scoring options for this Atlanta Hawks team last season, not really having the greatest supporting cast, he had the ball more in his hands. He had to dominate games more. And because of that, the Atlanta Hawks, this team wasn't really the best team out there, and they were still a lottery team. The Hawks had to revamp their roster with talent that will fit around Trae Young. So that's why they went out and traded for Clint Capella. That's why they got Danilo Gallinari, Lou Williams, even Rondo at the beginning of the season. And you have their young core on the team as well, which helps out even more. Because of this newly vamped roster and the players who are surrounding Trae Young did not have to do as much this season. And this season in general, you didn't hear much about the Atlanta Hawks. As a matter of fact, nobody heard pretty much nothing. Even nothing from Trae Young as much. But Trae Young in this playoffs has quietly shown everybody who he still is. Trae Young easily dominated the New York Knicks in the first round, winning that series in 5 games, a series that they were expected to lose in at least 7 games. Was shocking at the time, but many of us still really didn't want to take Atlanta too seriously. But then the Hawks, they go up against the Philadelphia 76ers. And this series was an up and down series for the Hawks, going down 25 points, but they came back and win that game. That series in general, they were not heavily favored at all to win, but they came out and they won that series in 7 games. And by then, many people started to take the Atlanta Hawks a lot more seriously than what they were before. And the first time in over 6 or 7 years, the Atlanta Hawks are back in the Eastern Conference Finals. And now the Atlanta Hawks are still trying to prove people wrong because, in Game 1, they win. And, in Game 1, Trae Young had 40 points, 11 assists at 22 years old, and he becomes the youngest player in NBA history to record at least 40 points, 10 assists in a Conference Finals game. He's also taken on that role this season of the villain. He has definitely proved he is a villain because he has definitely demolished every single team's hopes this season. The Philadelphia 76ers was a team that was expected to possibly contend for an NBA championship, go to the conference finals, and possibly make it to the NBA finals. But that man Trae Young basically shut that whole thing down. We all expected, as I said earlier, that the New York Knicks series could go at least 7 games. But they easily beat the Knicks in just 5 games, destroying any hopes for this New York Knicks team that they can make it further in the playoffs. And while I still think that the Milwaukee Bucks will win this series against the Atlanta Hawks, I have to put more respect on the Atlanta Hawks, just simply because they've shown the ability, even as underdogs, to still compete at the various high level against any NBA team. And with that ability alone and seeing what he does in just his first season in the playoffs, we can already say that Trae Young is in that category of a rising superstar. He has led his team this far, this early in his career, and he's not afraid of any moments. He's been the game to his own will as well. He's one of those NBA players that controls the game as well, which makes him in the category as one of the great NBA players. Looking at the future of this Atlanta Hawks team with the talent that they have on this roster, this is a team that can definitely compete at a high level for many years now. And yes, injuries have been a lot of problems for teams this season, so we'll really see what the Atlanta Hawks are like even more next season. But what they've already proved this season is that they can beat a fully healthy 76ers team. They can beat a fully healthy Knicks team. So we'll just have to see how they face the map against this Milwaukee Bucks team. But the future is very, very, very bright and optimistic for the Atlanta Hawks. They have a lot of talent on this team. They have a great future. They have a great coach that was fired last season, who still is worthy of being one of the best coaches in the entire NBA. So overall, give this Atlanta Hawks team a lot of credit, especially during their rebuilding process, and how they transformed this roster now into a literal contender, a team that we didn't expect it to make it this far at all, but they did. And Trae Young has definitely embodied that title of villain very, very well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more basketball content each and every season. Have a good day. Peace.